Ano ang context o ibig sabihin ng 2 Timothy 2:12? If we deny Him. Tara, samahan niyo akong pag-aralan ito. Sabi dito sa 2 Timothy 2:12, if we endure, we shall also reign with Him. If we deny Him, He also will deny us. Ginagamit itong verse na to ng iba na sinasabi nilang, oh, tignan mo, pwedeng mawala yung sonship mo or yung pagiging anak ng Diyos mo or yung salvation mo, pwede mong malose pag dininay mo siya. Totoo nga ba ito? Para mas maintindihan natin yung buong konteksto nito or ibig sabihin, basahin muna natin yung mga verses na nauna dito. Sabi sa 2 Timothy 2:4-5, no one engaged in warfare entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who enlisted him as a soldier. And also, if anyone competes in athletics, he is not crowned unless he competes according to the rules. Now, kung titignan mo dito, sinasabi niya na kailangan nating i-please si Lord. Sabi niya din dito na hindi ka makakrown pag hindi mo ginawa yung tamang rules at nag-compete ng maayos. Kumbaga, hindi ka marerewardan. So, balik tayo sa 2 Timothy 2:12-13. If we endure, we shall also reign with Him. If we deny Him, He also will deny us. If we are faithless, He remains faithful. He cannot deny Himself. So makikita mo dito na pag nag-endure ka sa mga tribulation at mga pagsubok mo sa buhay, mamamahala ka or maghahari ka sa isang lugar. Pero pag dininay mo siya na hindi ka nag-endure sa trials mo, i-deny ka rin na mag-reign o maghari sa kanyang kingdom. Sabi rin dito sa verse 13, if we are faithless, ibig sabihin wala kang faith. Naging child of God ka, pero faithless ka, wala kang faith. Sabi niya, He remains faithful. He cannot deny Himself. Kumbaga, faithful pa rin siya sa salita niya na sinabi niya sa'yo na save ka, na may buhay ka na walang hanggan. Kasi, hindi siya nagsisinungaling. Hindi niya pwedeng i-deny yung sinabi niya. Ginamit din itong word na to dito sa Matthew chapter 10. Tara, basahin natin, simula sa 32. Therefore, whoever confesses me before men, him I also confess before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, him I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven. And then sa verse 41 sabi dito, he who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he who receives a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. So dito sa Matthew chapter 10, ang pinag-uusapan ay kung ano yung reward na makukuha ng isang believer. Pag kinonfess mo siya, i-confess ka rin ni Lord Jesus Christ. Pag tininay mo si Lord Jesus Christ, i-deny ka rin kay Father. Ngayon, kung nag-help ka sa isang propeta, makukuha ka ng reward ng isang propeta. And kung tinulungan mo yung isang righteous man, mabibigyan ka rin ng reward para sa isang righteous man. Sabi din dito sa Matthew chapter 10 verse 42, and whoever gives one of these little ones only a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, assuredly I say to you, he shall by no means lose his reward. So ang pinag-usapan dito sa Matthew chapter 10 ay pagkuha ng reward o pagtanggap ng reward ng isang faithful na believer. So, makikita natin dito sa 1 Corinthians chapter 3, yung reward system ng mga believers. Basahin natin. For no other foundation can anyone lay than that which is laid, which is Jesus Christ. Now, if anyone builds on this foundation with gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, and straw, each one's work will become clear, for the day will declare it, because it will be revealed by fire, and the fire will test each one's work of what sort it is. So sinasabi na Yung foundation lang natin is kay Lord Jesus Christ. Kung ano yung work mo bilang Kristiyano, okay, malalaman yun pag tinest siya through fire. Masusunog ba siya? Or magiging precious na metal ba siya or jewels? So sabi dito sa next na verse, if anyone's work which he has built on it endures, he will receive a reward. If anyone's work is burned, he will suffer loss, but he himself will be saved, yet as through fire. So, di ba? Yung ginawa mo para kay Lord, kung nag-endure yon, hindi siya nasunog, magkakaroon ka ng reward. Pero, pag nasunog ito, magsasuffer ka ng loss. Loss ng ano? Ang konteksto niya ito is, mawawalan ka ng reward or maglo-lose ka ng pwede mong makuha dapat na reward. Pero sabi dito, but he himself will be saved, yet as through fire. So, ibig sabihin, kahit na hindi mo natanggap yung reward mo na yon, save ka pa rin. Kasi yung salvation mo, sa dugo ni Lord Jesus Christ, sa finished work niya. Through faith lang. Itong works na to is para kay Lord, para makatanggap tayo ng reward kung faithful tayo na believer. So, alam na natin na ang context ng 2 Timothy 2:12, pag sinabi niyang if we deny Him, He also will deny us. That means, madidenay ka ng reward. Para mas maintindihan nyo ang sinasabi ko, dapat malaman nyo ang diferensya or difference between salvation and service. Gift of God and rewards. Meron po akong ginawang mga videos nito. Kagaya nitong tamang division ng salvation and service, tamang division ng gift of God at rewards. Dahil yung salvation natin ay gift lang ni God through grace by faith kay Lord Jesus Christ. At bilang Kristiyano, natanggap mo na yung salvation mo, believer ka na kay Lord Jesus Christ, ang reasonable service natin sa Kanya naman ay magsilbi or mag-serve. So, yung service natin yun, pag naging faithful tayo, magkakaroon tayo ng rewards. Pero syempre, pag dinenay natin siya, dun sa service na dapat na yun, mag-lose tayo ng rewards. Ayan, I hope naintindihan nyo mga kapatid, itong simple and short nating Bible study. Sa muli po, God bless us all always.